You know that we knock 'em down. Yeah, we know we knock 'em down. You know we knock 'em down.
What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Boxing Talk. Colossal Boxing Talk is associated with Three Kings Boxing under the movement umbrella, and I am back with another one. Froch says, let's be honest, Wilder won't be worried after Joshua's win. Outspoken former super middleweight champion and future Hall of Famer Carl the Cobra Froch has been very outspoken on the topic of Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. Last week, ThreeKingsBoxing.com ran an article where Carl Froch had said, why is Anthony Joshua, I forget the word I'm looking for, but pretty much he's not considering him. You know what I'm saying? He's not acknowledging that, that's the guy he has to beat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. After yesterday's lackluster unanimous decision victory over former WBO heavyweight champion Joesph Parker, where Joshua unified the IBF and WBA titles, and WBO titles, Carl Froch had this to say. Let's be honest. What would Deontay Wilder make of that? Will he be worried? Has that sent a message saying, I'm coming for you? This is what he told Sky Sports. I don't think he would be concerned about that performance. He won't be worried. When AJ says, I will knock you spark out, I don't think Wilder believes him, because what you saw there does not send that message. He did what he had to do to win. Wilder should have been there to drum this up and drive it home that he wants to fight, but unfortunately, he didn't turn up. Joshua doesn't have to prove anything. He's undefeated in 21 fights with 20 knockouts. He's going home this evening with an extra belt and an unmarked face. What more can you ask for? It was just a perfect performance in a way. Look at the state of his face. He didn't have a mark on him, and his hands aren't hurting. There are no injuries. Joshua got the job done, picking up another world title, so you really can't complain. It sounds to me, though, as if Carl Froch is talking out of two sides of his mouth. In 1 minute, he's pretty much saying that wasn't a great performance. Wilder probably would have stopped him. That AJ should definitely be worried about Deontay Wilder once they do meet up in that square circle. And then on the other one, he's trying to preserve the friendship or not be too critical of his friend, his pal, his buddy, Anthony Joshua, and says, you know what? He picked up another strap. He has 3 of the 4 major titles in the heavyweight division. All he needs is a WBC strap. He doesn't have a mark on his face. His hands wasn't hurting, so he wasn't in a brutal fight. But he knows deep down inside that fight was very difficult for Anthony Joshua. He wasn't able to hurt Parker at no moment in that fight, or at least maybe once. He wasn't able to establish his jab, the uppercut, the left hook, the right hand. He wasn't able to be dominant. And we've seen, for the most part, throughout Anthony Joshua's young career, that he's been dominant against Eric Molina. Early on against Vladimir Klitschko. At some points against Carlos Takam, Dominic Brazil. The list goes on and on. Charles Martin, when he just destroyed him in like 2 rounds. But Joesph Parker made him look very, very human. Not to say that I felt he was indestructible or anything to begin with, but a lot of people, especially from the UK, a lot of people who are highly or who think highly of Joshua thought that he was just that guy. And I'm not saying he can't be that guy, but man, for one, he still looked a little bit robotic, although he came in 12 and a half pounds light, compared to where he weighed in against Carlos Takam in his last title defense. He can't avoid the right hand. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't dead tired, but he still was fatigued. He didn't press the issue. Maybe he respected that right hand of Parker. Maybe it was the speed. It was the the jab. It was the it was just him just giving respect to Parker, which he must have earned in that fight. But Carl Froch knows deep down that Anthony Joshua is going to have to be much better when he steps in the ring with Deontay Wilder. I think that although Carl Froch may not ever come out and say it on tape, have it printed down, I think that he believes that Deontay Wilder will knock Joshua spark out, to use their words. Of course, he's not going to say that because he said Anthony Joshua is a good friend of his, a good pal, good buddy. And he's going to be biased and root for his countrymate. But deep down, I believe, this may be just me, that Carl Froch believes that Deontay Wilder is going to be the guy that put AJ down and put him down in brutal fashion. Both guys need to fight next. This is kind of starting to become like, to a lesser degree, Mayweather Pacquiao or Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin before they finally fought. The marinating process is kind of overdone now. It's oversaturated. The shit is getting salty. They need to put that shit on the grill and cook that shit, man. These motherfuckers need to be in the ring sometime, whether it's August or December of this year, and settle who's the best guy in the division. And Carl Froch definitely wants to see the fight, like so many other UK pundits, fans, and fellow fighters. Just like us Americans want to see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua next. We want to see who's the best. But Carl Froch knows, and a lot of people know. I done said it in this video since the fight happened. A lot of my fellow UK friends who are big AJ fans, hell, even some of my friends from the stateside, they were disappointed in the performance that Anthony Joshua gave. They thought that he was going to blow Joesph Parker out the water, and that just didn't happen. So there it is, man. Carl Froch, I believe thinks that Deontay Wilder is going to beat him, and I think a lot of more people think that as well. But both guys leave a lot to be desired, and we'll see how it plays out when they match up. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to Colossal Boxing Talk. Turn the notification bell on to get notified every time I upload content. Head over to Facebook, smack that like button on the Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page. Go follow me on Twitter at Colossal CBT. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Give me your thoughts on this video. Shout out to everybody in the movement that's moving with us. Be sure to subscribe daily to 3kingsboxing.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.